In April of 1872, the Northern Pacific Railway Company was finishing construction of the bridge into Dakota Territory. Tent towns arose on either side of the bridge over the Red River. Solomon Comstock, a laborer for the Northern Pacific Railway, had this to say about early Moorhead. In the bad old days, when Moorhead was a small tent town at track end, and when most of the buildings were dance halls, saloons, or gambling houses, the gunman was here too. He followed the track. He boasted that he would die with his boots on, and he usually did. The talk of his six-shooters was often heard. They walked chiefly on their own kind. Some were killed here, more on the Missouri and Yellowstone, and a few reached the Rocky Mountains. One of the gunfights resulted in the formation of the government of Clay County. One night, Dan Slim Jim Shumway, a notoriously violent gunman, got into an argument with gambler Charlie Shang Stanton. According to the Minnesotan Herald, it seemed that these two men had exchanged some words not intended to be complimentary, and had parted somewhat out of temper. The next day, April 25th, 1872, Shang was heading toward Smith's Saloon. A friend warned Shang that Slim Jim was looking for him. Jim was itching to fight and saw Shang enter the saloon. He followed. Slim Jim approached Shang from behind. He then bumped into Shang in a deliberate manner. Shang quickly took out his revolver and shot Slim Jim. The bullet went through Slim Jim's stomach and he fell to his knees. Few more shots were exchanged between the two men. Shang managed to escape the tent saloon. J.P. Thompson was then shot in the groin by one of the stray bullets. Slim Jim managed to crawl to the saloon Shang was hiding in and fired off a couple more rounds before he collapsed. When the dust settled, Dan Slim Jim Shumway and J.P. Thompson were badly wounded, and the two gunmen needed to be arrested. An angry mob formed and was getting out of hand. When Jim Blanchard arrested Shang Stanton, he became the first lawman in Clay County. Solomon Comstock, a railroad laborer with a law degree, was chosen as the first Clay County attorney for the trial. The next day, these appointments were all made official by recently appointed county commissioners. The rule of law had come to Clay County. Solomon Comstock would become the most influential political and business leader among Moorhead's founding fathers. His home in Moorhead is a museum site for the Minnesota Historical Society. The site of the gunfight is now the Moorhead Center Mall.